Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gray Eagle in Florida, and this is the prophecy report for March 7th, 2011. Well, now, this first article is a video on YouTube. I found it last week on the 3rd. Seems to confirm my prophecy report from last week concerning the white horse being released. Watch this video. It's called, it's right here on YouTube. It's called Prophecy to Government Officials - Kathy Rubio. Right here on YouTube. That's an excellent video. As a matter of fact, I subscribe to that YouTube. This next one is concerns Isaiah 2:19, and they shall go into the rocks, the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord. Now, this is also repeated in Isaiah 2:21, Ezekiel 33:27, Jeremiah 16:16, Hosea 10:8, and Revelation 6:15. For the Lord to say it this many times, basically the same thing, I think we should pay attention to it. Now, the article is proof the government is preparing for a catastrophe, right here on YouTube. So if you want to watch this video, type in proof the government is preparing for a catastrophe. Now, I have a related video to this called The Bunkers of Babylon, and if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out too. Now, we have another martyr for Jesus last week. In Pakistan, a Christian was martyred. In fact, it was a high government official. Use keywords Pakistan kill Christian to find this article if you want to read that. Now, there's a related story on WorldNet Daily, and I think everybody should check that out. It's called 10 Most Spike Stories of 2001. Okay, now we've got wars and rumors of wars again this week. North Korea threatens Seoul is the article. But then if you ask me, when is North Korea not threatening Seoul or somebody? Is it news? Well, not so much, but if you want to read the article, use keywords North Korea threatens Seoul. Okay, next one. Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not come abroad. This is very reprehensible. Now, you may also refer to Revelation 17 and 18 for this one. But what happened was recently some photos have emerged showing American doctors conducting Mengele-style experiments on disabled citizens. Now, these are not just ordinary disabled, these are disabled people. Now, it frightens me, and it should you as well, to see this going on, to know that this country is doing it. And this is not an isolated situation. No. This is not an isolated situation. We've had the government experimenting with LSD on military personnel without their knowledge or consent in the 1960s. We've had the Tuskegee syphilis experiments, and we've had the Lynchburg eugenics program. All of it conducted either by the government or with the government's knowledge and probably even funding. So this is not an isolated incident. This is just another one of a long history of this kind of stuff that goes on. Now, it frightens me to realize that this kind of eugenics type experimentation going on, in knowing the fact that we got this new health care law now that has death panels, or at least some say there are death panels in it. Now, my question is, and it should be everybody's question is, can a government like this be trusted? Read this. Keywords, America's shocking experimented. Next article, 2 Timothy 3:13, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And to read this article, use keywords rhetoric against Constitution. Luke 21:25 again this week, and we have signs in the sun. Use keywords massive solar flare, and it's right here on YouTube. Now, next article, earthquakes in divers places. I was shocked last week to find on February 28th there were 19 shakers, that is 19, in one single solitary day in Arkansas. 19 earthquakes within probably about a 50 to 75 mile distance of each other. And that's on keywords recent earthquakes central U.S. if you want to check that out. Also yesterday, the Iris seismic monitor, here it is, Iris seismic monitor recorded a minimum of 18 earthquakes yesterday. Now they only report 4.0 and above. There'd be hundreds of them. You couldn't even have room enough to put all the circles in there if they reported every earthquake in the whole world. But they do report on earthquakes 4.0 and bigger. And there was at least 18, might have been 20, because some of them were in the same spot, and you couldn't see if there was 2 rings or not. Some of them might have even had 3 rings there. So the seismic monitor, if you haven't checked that out yet, it's iris.edu/seismon. SEISMON. At least there's 18 quakes yesterday, and 19 just in Arkansas on the 28th. So that's the prophecy report for today. We'll look forward to talking to you again next week. But in the meantime, I want you to trust Jesus, because the time is so short. You may not be able to trust Him tomorrow or next week or next month, because they're talking about converting this country to Sharia law. And by the way, that is another prophecy fulfilled. That reminds me of the American Bar Association is pushing for us to have Sharia law in America. So there you go. I could comment on it, but I won't. Type in the words American Bar Association Sharia law, and I'm sure you'll find it. Remember to trust Jesus today, because you may not be able to trust Him tomorrow. Till next week, keep on trucking for the Lord. The eagle is out.